There is a certain kind of man. When he walks into a room, the atmosphere shifts, even if he says nothing. Not because he is the strongest, not because he is the loudest, but because he notices things most people never see. He notices the anxiety hidden behind a smile. He hears the hesitation behind confident words. He senses the intentions people try so carefully to conceal. And strangely, his mere presence can make others uneasy, even when he remains completely silent. Why? Because there is one thing human beings fear more than almost anything else: being understood more deeply than they want to be. Most people can handle someone who is powerful. They can deal with someone who is intelligent. But when they meet someone who can read them, that is when real tension begins. Human beings live behind masks: a mask of strength, a mask of kindness, a mask of confidence. But the man who observes closely sees what exists behind those masks. That is why his presence feels different. Not because he tries to dominate anyone, but because he quietly sees the truth most people hide. Most people talk constantly because they want to be heard. But the person who truly understands human nature speaks less and observes more. For him, silence is not weakness, it is a tool. When you speak too much, you reveal yourself. But when you remain quiet, others begin revealing themselves. Words expose thoughts. Tone exposes emotions. Body language exposes intention. And this is where the difference begins. Between someone who simply lives among people and someone who understands people. Most people look. Only a few actually notice. And that is why the quiet observer can feel psychologically intimidating. He notices the small details everyone else ignores: a trembling voice, a delayed answer, a glance that quickly looks away. These tiny signals tell an entire story about a person. That is also why many people feel comfortable around shallow individuals, but uneasy around deeper ones. Because the deep observer does not only hear what you say, he understands why you said it. And here is the strange paradox. Those who understand human nature the most often end up the most alone. Not because they dislike people, but because they see them too clearly. When you see masks too often, they stop impressing you. When you understand the hidden motivations behind behavior, words begin to lose their power. This is why some of the most perceptive minds have also been the most isolated. The Russian writer Fyodor Dostoevsky explored this idea repeatedly in his work. His most aware characters, the ones who understood the depths of human psychology, were often the loneliest. Because once you begin seeing people as they truly are, the world starts to look very different. But many people misunderstand this completely. They think power comes from controlling others. In reality, the strongest position is something else entirely. True power is understanding people without needing to control them, seeing deception without feeling the need to expose it, recognizing intentions without confronting them. This quiet awareness creates a powerful presence without a single word being spoken. Which brings us back to the beginning. The most dangerous man in the room is not the loudest one, not the strongest one, but the one who understands everyone, while no one fully understands him. And now let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that some people become slightly uncomfortable around you, even when you say nothing? Perhaps the reason is simple. Maybe they feel that you see more than you should. If you made it this far into the video, write "I understand people" in the comments. I want to know how many observers are here, the kind who notice what others miss. And if you enjoy this kind of content about deep psychology and the Sigma mindset, consider subscribing to the channel. You won't find this perspective everywhere. Also, share the video with that quiet friend who always seems to be watching everything in silence. He will probably smile when he sees it. And remember one final thought. The more you understand people, the less you need to speak. And the less you speak, the more people reveal themselves. Which leads us back to the truth we started with. The most dangerous man in the room is not the strongest, not the loudest, but the one who understands everyone, while remaining a mystery to them all.